podcast again, episode 9 of our installment. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. Whenever, so.
You've become Michael Cole.
I don't know, I'm trying to find you as introducing the video.
You've got a great show coming up, folks.
Because I want to try and...
You sound like Vince McMahon in the 90s.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw!
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, right. Tonight we'll be talking about Stephen will be going on about the Impact recent pay-per-view.
Impact Redemption was last weekend. I did see it. You did not see it?
I did not see it. I didn't watch Impact.
I didn't watch Impact, but I've heard it's getting better, and the pay-per-view had quite a good card, so I decided to check it out, and I was not disappointed.
Oh, that's good.
So,
we'll also be covering the obviously Raw and SmackDown we do every week. We might go into a little bit about Where's Rumble, probably not. By the time it's out,
we previewed it on last week's show. Obviously, the show's already happened now for you. We are recording this before the show takes place.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the Greatest Royal Rumble? Since the people,
since
the people are going to be seeing this probably on Friday night or Saturday. What about that surprise winner, eh?
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. That title change though, that made big money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Okay,
but maybe come up with a little bit of news.
Yeah.
Problem is it's been awfully quiet because the Rumbles take over it all. So.
Yeah, all of the news this week has been building up to the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So we'll kick it off with the Impact pay-per-view off with Stephen.
Yeah, great. Thanks for coming to me while I was drinking.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay.
So
Impact have now got this partnership with Lucha Underground.
Absolutely.
You aware of this?
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first match that was promoted heavily to the show. There was a lot of matches featuring Lucha. I think that was intentional. The first match was Aerostar versus Drago, two Lucha Underground performers, two AAA performers, I should say.
There we go.
And they had a good 12-minute match. Some good Lucha. It was. Impact always used to start with the X Division to get the crowd.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like that. Yeah. Although it probably wasn't the best match on the show as far as Lucha. Aerostar beat Drago in 11 minutes 45 seconds, to be exact. Next we had the tag team titles match. Eli Drake and Scott Steiner beat the LAX. The LAX? LAX. The Latin American Exchange, who are now Santana and Ortiz, for those who don't watch Impact. It was a short match, it was only 6 minutes. And basically this came from Eli Drake. He won the Feast or Fired. He won it for the world title, but he got two of the cases. So he got the tag team title case as well. And he picked Scott Steiner as his partner at the return. It's 2018 and Scott Steiner is a world tag team champion.
Well, that's better than being like a world champion.
Think of all the people in WCW in those days who are now retired. Dean Malenko. People who... like Scott Steiner, the genetic freak.
But this is just a tag team.
It's a tag team.
It can work.
He looked alright though. He hit a Frankensteiner from the top rope.
Yeah.
He did look like he killed himself doing it. He looked like he laid dead on the floor for a few seconds afterwards. But yeah, and it wasn't a bad match. Him and Eli Drake, I guess, are a good team.
It could always be like a veteran rookie tag team type dynamic.
Yeah, it pretty much is. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, Eli Drake obviously was in NXT, but he never made TV. Yeah. He was Sean Ricker, if you know that name.
Yeah, I know. I only know really from one thing, and that's it.
Yes.
He was part of that whole Rock's
his TV show. He was on his reality show, wasn't he?
Yeah,
whatever.
I can't remember what it was called, but yeah.
Something like American Hero.
Yeah,
I'm thinking the Cena one, but
yeah, I think it was like the hero, be a hero, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, hero in it.
I got confused with American Crip for a second. Okay.
Plugging two shows there.
The next match, 6-way X Division match. Desmond Xavier, DJZ, El Hijo del Fantasma, Taiji Ishimori, Trevor Lee, and the winner, Brian Cage.
I do like me some Brian Cage.
Brian Cage is great. He was like... all these dudes were like flying into him and he was just catching them and throwing them about, and it was fantastic. This was one of the better matches on the show. Obviously you got some great wrestling there. Desmond Xavier is great. One half of the PWG Tag Team Champions now. Ishimori is fantastic. He's been around for about 15 years. Apparently he's going to be going to New Japan to be the new Bone Soldier as part of the Bullet Club, which is interesting. But apparently he came to America because he wanted to get signed by WWE. a couple years ago when they were doing the cruiserweights thing. The weird thing is that WWE probably now won't sign him because of diversity, because they've got too many Japanese guys on 205 Live.
Oh, Stephen, you can never have too many.
Exactly, he's great. They've got too many Japanese technical guys.
So many more Japanese guys I'd love to see WWE just sign.
Yeah. Okay, so, and then Brian Cage won that one, obviously. Great match, 13 minutes. Next we had, I told you about this one a little bit, Taya Valkyrie versus Kira Hogan. It wasn't great, it was fairly short, it was 8 minutes. Kira Hogan's new to the industry, I believe, last couple of years. Taya's been around for a while, she trained under the last Storm, she's good enough, she's on Lucha Underground. But they tried to do a bit of Lucha and it wasn't that good. Kira Hogan, for someone who got into the business in the last couple of years, is fairly good, but if you get into the business in the last couple of years, surely you would choose a different last name. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think it's every your last name though. So, next match, X Division Championship. Matt Sydal versus Petey Williams. Matt Sydal retained the title.
God, I remember Petey Williams when he was doing his old Scott Steiner impersonation.
Yeah, that was good. They did a bit of a comedy promo after that as well, where like Scott Steiner did a bit of maths and they teased about dressing up like him and that. But
Scott Steiner, mathematician.
yes, that may have played in later. It may not. I haven't decided yet. So basically, this match was built on both guys teasing their big moves. Petey Williams was teasing the Canadian Destroyer. Matt Sydal was teasing the shooting star press. It turned out neither of them hit him.
Oh,
he just pinned him. I can't remember, he rolled him up or pinned him with a normal move or something. And it was a good match, 12 minutes. Next we had the House of Hardcore match. You know a bit about this whole storyline.
Yeah.
OVE, which is Dave Christ, Jake Christ, and Sami Callihan. They defeated the team of Eddie Edwards, Moose, and Tommy Dreamer. So, if we need to go into this Sami Callihan, Eddie Edwards thing,
I'm
sure you all know this. They were feuding, and basically, Sami Callihan was going to hit him with a baseball bat. We've talked about this at length. And then the baseball bat bounced off the chair and nearly took out Eddie Edwards' eye. And they've played this into the storyline, like, you hit me in the face with a baseball bat, I'm coming to get you. So they did a 6-man hardcore match. OVE got the win, but after the match, Eddie Edwards just wouldn't stop beating him up, but he kept attacking Callihan. He tied him to the ropes, he kept hitting him with the baseball bat to the ribs maybe, or like a chair, I can't remember. Yeah, it was a baseball bat. And like, they were trying to get him off, the refs were trying to get him off, his teammates were trying to get him off. Outran Eddie Edwards' wife, who's been part of the storyline as well, Alicia Edwards.
Yeah.
She grabs him from behind, Eddie Edwards, thinking he's being attacked, turns around and hits her with the baseball bat and knocks her out.
Gasp.
Yeah. So let's see where that was going.
That sounded like a really good angle.
It was a good angle. It was a fairly good angle. It was quite funny when she got hit by the baseball bat, to be honest. But yeah. Ali defeated Su Yung for the Impact Knockouts title. It was what it was. It was 7 minutes. Braxton Sutter was there in the corner of Su Yung because they're kind of doing this breakup angle with Ali and Braxton Sutter, even though they're married in real life. It's fine.
I've watched a couple of their stuff from last year or so I stuck around and I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, I didn't watch TNA that much, so I didn't really get it. But and after the match, Braxton Sutter came in the ring and proposed to Su Yung. Su Young's nickname was like the Demon Bride. You know who Su Yung is. Mrs. Rich Swan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She with like the face paint and that. Yeah. Okay.
I saw her debut. I can't remember.
Yeah. So then Braxton Sutter tried to propose to her, which I think he's doing to everyone just to get it. Ali, and then Su Yung just attacked him, and it was what it was. It was fine. And in the main event, 3-way match for the Impact World Championship. It was supposed to be Aries versus Alberto Patron before that whole deal happened at WrestleCon. So now it was Aries versus the Lucha Bros in a 3-way. So it was Pentagon and Phoenix in a 3-way. It was a good match. Pentagon, I think he broke his arm. He did his spot, and then the spot where he breaks his arm.
Yeah.
You know that spot from Lucha Underground? Where you've seen?
So I have to say no to that.
He does like a package power driver and then he breaks the arm.
Mm.
He did that and got the win. So Pentagon Junior is the new champion. Probably the coolest world champion in wrestling at the minute. He's a cool wrestler to watch. He's a cool character to get behind.
Yeah.
And it was a good show. It was a good show for TNA, and I think that's not Impact. Impact Wrestling.
TNA's dead.
Sorry for being cat angle there. It was a good show for Impact Wrestling. They've had a lot of troubles, obviously, but they seem to be on the up again.
Might have to start checking it out.
It was a good show, and I don't watch the TV. I haven't been watching the TV, but that seems to be getting better as well. So.
Yeah. Right. So,
And Don Callis was good on commentary as usual.
Was Josh Matthews still on commentary?
Yeah. He wasn't that good. He's not that good. We know that.
That's kind of
Okay.
Fun. So
1 day later.
Oh, 1 day later. Oh, okay. So we got Second Raw. Okay, right.
1 day later, obviously, Monday Night Raw.
Yep. Raw kicked off with the whole. I think it was AO 10 bell to Bruno.
Yep, 10 bell salute to Bruno.
Then it kicked off with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Heyman did his usual great promos. Reigns came out and didn't say much, but whilst that would on another day seem really good, I don't know, it just didn't seem that good to me. Reigns' thing. It didn't really do much, you know what I'm saying. And sometimes short and sweet can work, but
they did the whole thing to build to the match at Greatest Royal Rumble. They did the whole it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
The other thing is though, that Heyman is not going to be at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So think of that what you will.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's Jewish.
Yeah.
So there's some issues there.
Yeah. Politics. But with the rest of the show, I'm not going to cover all of it. I'm just going to cover certain special points. One of the biggest things was Elias's upset victory over Bobby Roode. I know it's because Elias shouldn't really call it upset, but with the recent addition of Bobby Roode, I figured Bobby was going to go over. So at least for me, it was an upset. You won with a roll-up pin. I can't remember how it was set up, but I know it was through that. Obviously, I think it's implying that you can have a further feud. Your last point, Roode's first actual feud.
But the thing I had with the issue I had with this is he rolled him up, and he didn't even grab the tights to make him more heelish. He just rolled him up. Also, you haven't got it on your list. Another upset to touch on: the Chad Gable Jinder Mahal match.
True, I just don't really review it much.
Alright,
to note down, but another upset.
Oh yes, Chad Gable is brilliant. Everyone knows this by now.
Chad Gable, the guy who's recently joined Raw, defeated the #1 contender to the United States Championship, days away from the pay.
I don't think there's anything in this or much in this. I think he's probably gonna. I think they're building the losing streak for Mahal so he can probably win the title back at the Greatest Royal Rumble. That's what I get from this.
One thing I did,
but
at
least it looks something they might be doing something with Gable. So
the thing is, I was watching Raw, especially when I watched the backstage segment. All they seemed to talk about was Jason Jordan. Chad Gable went, "Oh, how is Jason? Oh, he's good." Yeah. Like, but I didn't bring you here to tag with Jason. I think they did, but my idea is that eventually they'll reunite, especially when they find out their tag division's a bit lacking. I know there's a lot of tag
teams. It's lacking in heels. It's lacking.
It could be a heel stable, yeah.
Well, no. I mean, no. My point. I'm saying it's lacking in heels. So it's like they don't really fit American Alpha. They've got a couple babyface tag teams. It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, when you look at it on the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really. When you look at SmackDown right now, they've got the Club. I think that's what they're probably going to go from now on. Maybe not with AJ. You've then got the Bar. You've got Usos, Bludgeon Brothers,
tag team division there, great. But
you've got a bunch of smaller
you've got Delito World, you've got great name, you've got Breezango, you've got.
So basically all the scrap from the tag division in one division.
One tag team, we're skipping over a point here, one tag team who I think are going to be very good for at least the short term is Drew and Ziggler.
Oh yeah, there we go. They've got a really good short-term division, but they need that. They need that like big tag team.
Short term until Drew turns and Dolphin goes babyface.
Plus with the revival there, really like the revival versus Alpha feud.
Yeah, everyone's forgetting about the revival. They're still there. They're a great team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think one of the best side feuds they could probably do for their titles, if the Deleted Worlds, and I assume are going to win it.
But yes, they will, because
one really good summer feud I love, if they drop it early enough, would be Revival versus Alpha at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That could be a really good SummerSlam tag match.
I don't think the company seem too keen on pushing either team, though, to be honest. So
it's a shame. They're really
they're
good
great teams. And you see the matches they had in NXT.
That is literally a really good old school tag team feud.
It's like the Steiners versus the Andersons.
Yeah, god damn it. It actually is, actually, yeah.
It's exactly like that.
Which would really help, especially younger generation of fans, and really get back into old school wrestling.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Okay, so
next, I can't remember straight after, but anyway, the next point was the pilot of the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn show.
Yeah, not the Kevin and Sami show.
The Kevin and Sami show.
Sammy and Kevin,
the Sami and Kevin show, whatever you want to make. A show with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
It's great. Well, the segment. What do you think of this?
I love the little digs they did.
There were some good little digs at Kurt Angle.
Especially with Rusev. Like, Lana's let Rusev fight Undertaker.
Yes.
Fun little segment. I could really get behind this whole
the
thing.
five kids. No, it's 6. You forgot Jason Jordan.
Oh, I did forget Jason Jordan. Yes.
That was that little line from Kevin as well.
Do you think they're going to focus on that when Jason Jordan does return?
No.
Or are they just going to try and bury it like it never happened?
I think it was just a throwaway line. I don't think there's going to be anything more from that.
So they're just going to act like you're not actually his son?
No, I mean, when he comes back, he'll still be his son for a bit, yeah.
Okay, no.
I thought you meant that specific line.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I think this is definitely the next Higher Real Carnage peep show ever. I think it's going to be ongoing.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it's Raw's version of Miss TV, honestly.
Yeah. And Miss TV is really a great show.
It is.
It is a great talk show.
Criminally underrated, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, not really much to say apart from that. It was pretty much just a build up to Greatest Rumble.
Yeah.
Next, we just mentioned. Steve mentioned it earlier. The Drew and Ziggler partnership. The match was solid. I think. Not really good with the match.
Yeah, they've got a great finish.
Oh, I love the finish. Yeah.
The
Claymore zigzag.
Yeah.
Combo.
What
I really from it was the Drew promo afterward. Oh, that was a really good main event level promo.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I only think this is going to be a short-term team, because I don't think their ceiling for Drew at this stage is a tag team with Dolph Ziggler. I think he's going to be a main event guy.
Sure, if they do split, do you think they're going to feud as soon as they do split, or is it going to be...
Maybe for a little while.
Maybe
for a little while. But I see Drew being the babyface.
Babyface
main eventer like he was.
If Drew isn't a main eventer by the very earliest post-Mania...
He'll be up there by then. He'll probably be in the mid card title scene for a bit though.
Yeah, I can see him having a little throwaway maybe match against the Delete of Worlds maybe down the road.
They'll probably beat him for the titles. I reckon. Yeah. I think Dolph and Drew should get the titles for a bit.
Exactly.
Especially because you haven't got the bar there. They're kind of similar. They're a good strong heel team.
True. So. Yeah, what about from it? It was definitely a promo shouting, "Make me a star! I am a star." He was saying stuff like, I can't remember, like I'm built like a star or something. Like I'm what a star looks like, I think, or something like that. And then one of the things he said is, we don't steal the show, we are the show.
Yeah, that's good. So those Dolph things been stealing the show for years. So
that is so just a spin-off of we don't just set the bar, we are the bar. That's what that is.
We don't steal the show, we are the show.
We don't just set the show, we are the show.
Right. Okay, so
we're going about little tag teams.
Yeah, and it will be good for a short while.
Yes. Segueing off tag teams, we've also got another tag team match with Braun and Bobby Lashley.
Well, yeah.
God, they impressed so much in that match.
They're a good team. They were a damn good team.
Oh God, I would love those to be a tag team. throw those in the mix. They could be the face of the Raw Tag Division. I could so say it, but it's probably just a one-off tag team match for them. Or
it was a one-off tag match for Kevin and Sammy to get the comeuppance.
Yeah, go on. I want to see them as a tag team now, though.
I want to see them as tag team champions.
She's so good as a tag team.
What do you think? Do you think maybe they should have? If you want to do them as a tag team, do you think maybe he should have been the partner at WrestleMania?
So I think, look how good they are together. That's really good tag team chemistry.
Obviously, they had their angle they wanted with the vacant title.
I've even got a little Survivor Series little feud I thought of just now. If they could go with the same idea they had last year, champions versus champions.
Yeah.
Why not Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman versus the Bludgeon Brothers?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Two big tag teams
colliding. That would be great.
God, you need a believable feud for Bludgeon Brothers who could believably go toe to toe with them.
Yeah, and there isn't anyone on SmackDown, for sure.
I guess you look at the bar if you go Cesaro and stuff like that.
If the bar can go babyface and feud with them. I
think if they are going to get feud, it is going to be like a slobber-knocker type feud. It'll be because they're bruisers and they're facing off against the Bludgeon Brothers and I think out of all the tag teams currently on SmackDown, they're the most believable to go toe to toe.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, especially with the whole best of stuff.
Although it looks like the bar are going to be feuding with the New Day.
Yeah.
Which is whatever.
Exactly.
So yeah,
that'll be a throwaway feud.
Yeah. The next thing on here, you've got the Alexa Bliss Be a Star promo.
Yeah.
The Bully promo.
Bullies, man. Alexa Bliss, she's been so bullied. I feel so sorry for her, Stephen. God, how can Nia do such things, Stephen?
You know what? One thing about this feud though, Nia's getting over.
I know.
Nia was the most over woman in the main event, apart from obviously.
I think there's a lot of women on the roster. They don't get much crowd reaction at all.
Yeah, and Nia does.
Yes, some that do. Like, Asuka's probably one of the biggest.
Asuka does. Charlotte does. Becky does. Sasha and Bayley do. Ronda does.
Sasha and Bayley
doesn't. Bayley doesn't. Bayley gets one guy trying to hug her who she just ignores. Do you see that clip from Raw? Do you
see
her entrance on Raw? Yeah.
For the size how big they went next time, I'm really hurt.
Sasha.
Badly.
I'd say Sasha does better. Becky Lynch does.
Becky definitely does. Like, SmackDown women get a lot of respect, but they've been built that way.
Carmella, probably.
Carmella is fantastic.
I thought her promo on SmackDown will come to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But I think the reason why SmackDown would get a lot better reactions is because they were built better. Like when you had Raw, it was constant, just throw in your face. We are Women's Revolution, making history, just forced history. I'm not going to. I'm not going to back and say, "Oh, it was completely deserved." At times I thought, if it was booked well, yes, it was deserved. They deserve these matches, but the way they booked it was forced. It was like, here's a new gimmick match. Here's a new gimmick match. First this, first that, and that, and that, and that.
Yeah.
NXT. Here's the difference of foot between NXT. I'm about to go on a little rant here. I'm sorry, but right with NXT, Triple H knew exactly how to book the women's division. It was booked. He booked it in just simple one-on-one matches on his takeover, and it stole the show every time. Even with good matches, it was in contention for match of the night. So people started recepting well to it. Then you had the Four Horsewomen, they had that fatal four-way match they had, and that was completely over. Which led to literally I don't know, was it a main event at Brooklyn or something? No, it wasn't main event. That was Balor and Owens.
The one after that.
That was the main event. It was literally
what was it called? Takeover.
They would get.
It was the Iron Man match.
Yeah, Respect, I think it was.
Yes, it was because
they
didn't have a title match because Balor and Joe were partners in the tournament.
Even because Brooklyn was like the biggest way of like Brooklyn was the match that made that division completely main event quality because it was Bayley and Sasha, arguably most women's match of all time when it goes down to it.
Yeah.
That was just a normal one-on-one women's match for the title.
Yeah.
And it was after what was it, a good 3 years of NXT, they got a gimmick match in the main event of a takeover. Fully long build to that moment.
Yeah.
And that was what made them on the map. They were getting biggest pops of the night, best match of the night, everywhere they went. And it was completely deserved and well timed, well paced. Yeah. With this, they go straight on the roster, straight away Women's Revolution, they can't even stick to a name.
And then the worst thing they did is put them in teams.
God, the amount of
The
6
team-
was tagged,
team-
10 was
that
tagged.
Team Bad, TCB, that was the worst thing they could have done.
And then they just...
Because they're all the same.
And then
There's no individual...
And then they Orton Cena 2009 Charlotte Sasha.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just really sloppy presentation.
Yeah.
And that's why they didn't pick up on it. They were like, oh, it's another history-making match. The problem is they're going to run out of those.
Yeah.
And they're going to go, oh no, what have we done? Like they haven't. If they split it over time, by now we could have had people going, oh come on, we've got to get this match. They've got to get this match down. Like, and if they build it so well, it would have got such a better reception.
Yeah. And like you obviously talk about the 4 horsewomen, but the women's division is better now than it was then. When you've got people like Alexa and Carmella and Nia on top. Because they're actually building it well and they're taking their time with the story.
Exactly. You notice that a lot. You notice that a lot of trend for NXT in general. The guys who they push massive in NXT don't necessarily do as well on the main roster. Because they try to shoehorn them into and they book them completely wrong to how they did in NXT.
That's my worry with Aleister Black when he goes up.
One thing, I will call Vince McMahon a genius forever. I don't care. I know people look at him now and they don't look at his stuff back in the past. But Vince now is so like one-dimensionalised booking perspective of how NXT was. Triple H, literally, I literally just got around to watching their whole ESPN thing he did a while back.
Oh, the NXT.
The one they called Corey and Adam Rose and
yes, that was
you see the table Triple H had. He had like Dusty Rose, Jim Ross, Michael Cole, a whole table of people he worked with, like proper bookers.
And
Vince, he has like a bunch of reality TV writers. He has Kevin Dunn. God, just completely different. Oh, God, I just don't like presentation in general. I just think the quickest Vince gives it over to Triple H. It's hurt his legacy. It really is hurt Vince's legacy overall.
Okay.
Ran over, I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to get
Speed up a bit.
Okay, yes, anyway, yes. Sorry about that, there, guys.
Alright, so then you've got the women's main event, which we didn't really touch on much, but you kind of just encapsulated it a bit.
True, yeah, no, it was a glorified. Thank you for not.
It was
it was
a 10-woman tag match in the main event of Raw, right before a pay-per-view with no woman on the card.
Yep, so that's why I said you're not going to be on the Greatest Rumble, but here's a main event match for you. I mean, this Raw episode, which
that's like the same as like having these first-time matches, just to have them.
Exactly.
But then obviously,
and as you said, it's obviously just because the only
reason it was main event is because Ronda came out at the end.
Exactly.
And she got the big pop.
The women weren't the main event. Ronda was the main event. Ronda's main eventer. No, they ain't, and that's the thing.
Okay, so does that cover Raw pretty much? That's all the main points of Raw, which was
totally.
SmackDown, we can get to this pretty quick.
SmackDown.
The opener segment. I was very impressed by this opener segment.
Big Cass.
I was very impressed by Big Cass.
I watched him come out. I was like, oh god, there we go. So no, so stupid. Is he gonna come out and say something stupid or do something stupid? It's
Big Cass made himself a lot more of a star in that promo.
Exactly. And that was his promo.
Yeah. His promo was that I'm a star.
I'm a star.
I'm big.
I look good, and it's And one thing I noticed, I went through as well. He looks and sounds so much like Edge. I do. I don't know what it was. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I don't know how. I can't in my head.
He does.
Oh, and oh god, I know nothing about Big Cass. Yay! Yay!
And like when they brought Big Cass to confront Miz, I was like, oh,
that
like,
promo.
It's two heels.
He's so much Rock Toronto promo for that. Oh yay, yay, we're in Toronto, yay. That's where we live in Toronto, yay. I love that promo.
Asuka and Becky versus the Iconics was the opener on SmackDown.
Yeah.
After their segment.
They lost.
It was the second loss technically the second loss on the main roster.
Yeah, it depends on which way you look at it, honestly. If you go for a quick Connie Mugger sort of thing, it's like, you could win a match, but you didn't technically pin her.
Yeah, because
you didn't pin her something.
She'd lost Battle Royals and she'd lost tag matches on house.
It's like how what a good way, like what you do with undefeated and like undefeated sort of characters is that the best way. One thing I loved about I think it was Great Khali when he was undefeated, and then I think
Great Khali going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble.
I think Cena pinned him. Something like that, and I was like, I think it was either Mugger or Great Khali, but when he lost by pinfall, they're like, oh, he might have lost by pinfall, but he's never tapped out, and never beaten by submission, or like halfway round, or something like that. But like, the best way you could probably book, I think the best way to beat, especially someone undefeated, was, I think if you're heel and you're undefeated, the best way you can book was then say, oh, you didn't beat me this way. No one can beat me this way. Beat me that way, but you can't beat me this way.
Yeah.
So keep them strong and keep them progression, like, and even if they lose by the same way again, you can still have that little background bit to it. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Naomi coming out for the distraction.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't the Usos versus. It was.
Jimmy versus.
Jimmy versus Harper.
No, Rowan.
Was it Rowan?
No, it was Rowan. Yeah.
I thought Rowan. Yeah.
No, it was Rowan.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes.
Okay.
Jimmy versus Rowan.
So yeah, and then Naomi came up for the distraction.
Entrance and all.
Yeah, she did the full entrance.
I really caught me off guard. I knew she was going to run out at some point.
Yeah.
But when it went lights out, I was like, I was like, what the? Okay, what's going on? Why is there an entrance? Why are you giving her an entrance? And she started dancing. I was like, your husband's getting beaten up.
Yeah.
Why are you doing the slide knees? And then they capitalised on the distraction. I was like,
yeah.
She was just
But
distracting
then you promote the women's revolution, but then the woman comes out and dances and distracts all the men.
God damn it, Stephen! No, it was just a pale distraction. Anyone enter.
Yeah, it was good.
I know.
It was good.
Like,
it's a way to get the Usos a win without ruining the blood.
Instead of making it completely one-sided, though.
Yeah.
Because that's what I don't want. Is at the end of it.
Carmella. You should
have.
have seen the smile on my face when she said she was going to play the video for the second time.
I know. I was like,
yes.
I was like, she can't play.
Yeah.
A second time, really? It's like a 2 hours show. You're going to play
Mella
it again?
Mella is money.
Mella is money. Capiche? Oh God, I love Carmella now.
Carmella is literally a big reason why I'm into SmackDown more than Raw.
God, I thought was so.
Since
I don't know if you felt it as well. I thought Carmella was going to lose the Money in the Bank match. I think she was going to lose. I thought she was going to lose the briefcase.
No.
Especially when she took too long to cash it. No. I thought, okay, Charlotte's probably going to win.
No, because I was always under the impression she was going to win because.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
because you do the first woman's Money in the Bank and then have a loser. It instantly devalues it.
Perceptions and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Carmella won, I was extremely giddy. I was like,
and even since winning the title, she's improved a lot.
It's just the second week as champion.
Yeah.
And both promos, fire. Like,
yeah, they're great.
She is killing it as champion.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't fear Charlotte so soon. I think Charlotte will be so much better in this role as a chaser, not as a champion. Because Carmella, if you can have her be a coward. I think her biggest inspiration for a title run should be of Seth Rollins in 2015.
Yeah.
Cowardly champion, Brad, me, I did this, yeah. And if anything, if you want to keep her strong, especially down the road, just pair the Iconics up with her.
Yeah.
Do a little faction. I know it goes on about the whole tag matches again, but I think a little bit of muscle behind her. Their promos will be so unbearable, but be great because of that. Iconics are great.
I love the Iconics. I love the promo they have.
I think that'd be a really good cowardly heel stable. That'd be a really good stable to give. I personally feel.
Yeah.
If you give them a really tacky name as well, they can really you can obviously call us Iconic Carmella outside of it, but overall, a little stable there. I don't know, the Prince, I don't know, I'm not even going to go, I'll come out hot names. Yeah. But anyway, Pentagon's a stable, I think that'll be good. I thought the segment itself was actually really well timed.
Yeah.
Didn't go too long, but wasn't too short either way, you couldn't get much from it. Charlotte looked great in it. The way she came out, completely underrated Carmella as champion. I think you see it. She's checking her nails. She's waiting to sign the contract. She's like, okay, I'm signing now. I'm done.
Yeah, she plays.
Go ahead. Smashes it on the table.
She plays the character real well.
She completely underestimates Carmella in this feud. I think that's going to be her comeuppance. I mean, that's going to really get her in the match.
Yeah. I was just.
You can understand. One thing I like it because it's up well. If she underestimated her and it wasn't from a cash-in, I think you'll be going, what are you doing, Charlotte? Take her seriously. She beat you for the title. But the fact Carmella won the title off her Money Bank contract, and she said, "Oh, I get what you did because I dirty's playing the game." Yep. She's not being a hypocrite about it, which I love. And then she's like, "Oh, no, I'm not taking you seriously. You cheated to win. You won because I was down and money. You're not wine league. What are you doing?
She's not bananas. She's Wes. I hope someone gets that reference. I just ruined it. So.
No. Anyway, yeah. So I love the idea where this is going. I don't know how long the feud's going to last. I presume just Backlash, and that'll probably be it.
Yeah.
And then you're probably.
I was about to ask if they rested on the Greatest Royal Rumble, but obviously no.
I'll take that as a no.
Right. So Shelton Benjamin, Randy Orton.
Speaking of upsets on Raw, on SmackDown we got our own little one.
Yeah.
It was Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin.
Benjamin and Gable as well, former tag team partners.
Is that exactly? Who? His Twitter was hacked, by the way. He does not like Chad Gable. His Twitter
was definitely hacked.
We swear his Twitter was hacked in that moment.
Yes.
So yeah, Randy Orton won.
Yeah.
Or did he?
Did he? I can't remember. I don't.
I was supposed to work. I was supposed to get. He's got talent there. No.
I wasn't paying attention.
It was all upsets. Randy Orton upset.
Yes, I know.
Oh God.
Shelton Benjamin won.
Randy Orton
I didn't pay attention to this match. This is news to me when I saw this.
Deadpool came out and interfered with Randy Orton.
Yeah, yes, he did. I remember that now.
Deadpool came out and Randy
completely forgot what happened in this match. That's how much.
And Shelton Benjamin hit him with the pay dirt. Not a roll-up pin, with a finisher.
Yes, he hit him with a finisher.
Just what I love even more. To me, this is perfect future placement booking.
I'm just taking something. Keep going.
Yeah, this is perfect way of like. I love when something like this happen. It's a way of giving him a win over an established guy like Randy Orton, so that when the time comes, he can be placing that feud going. Last time we faced, I beat you. I love that way of booking.
Yeah.
It's a perfect way of like. Put him in, it's like one of those things where you can have him when you need him. Like it's a believable booking feud. You can do this. You can do Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin for a time, like a year from now. That's how good this sort of win is. Like saying, when we faced each other a year ago, Randy, I beat you.
Yeah.
And here's my I want a title shot with you.
Yeah.
If Randy ever is champion again, but. But yeah, it's a really good way of putting him in the spotlight and like.
Okay.
But yeah, so. And obviously the main event.
Main event of SmackDown, The Club versus
Nakamura
with his amazing new theme song.
Yes,
and Rusev Day.
Yeah,
what you put on here?
Really good.
Ruru Day.
Yeah, I miss what I used to call
Ruru. It's a fish.
I used to love calling Dog Ziggler. Dog Ziggler.
Why are we talking about this angle?
I don't know.
There was so much great about. Everyone talked about that angle. There was so much great in that angle with him and Summer Rae.
I remember when
he tried to give her the fish.
I remember when his
and he threw the fish. Don't throw the fish.
I remember when I got this fish for you.
Yeah.
I remember when Lana returned after they announced their engagement, and the rumor was like, oh, no one got me any get well Rusev cards. The strawberries with the chocolate on top. I was like, I got you strawberry with chocolates on top. Spiritually.
Yes.
I spiritually done those, you know.
So, the match.
Well, the match was a pretty standard 6-man tag.
Yes.
The rest really go on
It's
about
the kind of thing
we're
used to stuff like that in the main event of SmackDown.
Yeah, it's just a 6-man main event TV match, pretty much off the car. But the thing was after the match, Nakamura, the killer. Oh my God, he's sadistic.
Nakamura was fantastic.
The way he poor Carl Anderson. Oh, he's Johnny Gargano at that moment. He sacrificed himself for AJ. So the setup was Shinsuke was about to hit the Kinshasa on AJ post match. Carl Anderson pushed him and took it for him. Nakamura, the opportunist, as AJ was about to get up and about to check on Carl Anderson, he picks him up. I think he picked him up slightly to wake him up or something. Let Carl Anderson go up just a little bit, and as AJ was trying to get to Carl, wallop Kinshasa again. He murders people.
They're getting him over as a heel.
Nakamura.
They're getting him over as a heel. Obviously, they got the new song, which is a lot harder to sing to.
It's straight.
Because I don't speak Japanese, and even if I could, I wouldn't be able to rap in Japanese.
It is such a good theme song.
It's
It's perfect on all levels.
Yes.
It's not just a perfect in terms of it sounds good. It's perfect because of his character and the audience perspective of it all. And then Nakamura's bloody good as a heel. I didn't think when he first said way back in NXT and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't thinking of him as a heel in any slightest way or form. I wasn't thinking about him. I was thinking always give me a super over baby phase. And NXT he was. Maybe Roster not so much. Well, he was at the beginning.
He was over. He was always over.
Well, but not as much as NXT was, but like in terms of how he should have been over, in terms of the level of over he should have been, rightfully deserved, he wasn't. But that was because of bad feuds with Ziggler, Mahal, just to name two. But now he's finding his foot as a heel, and I think this will go over very well. And when he does eventually become face, it will bloody help him big time. It'll put him over in backstage wise. Vince McMahon, he'll love this. I think he'll love it massively.
Yeah. So that does it for Raw and SmackDown. One bit of news which I do want to talk about. World of Sport.
Oh yes.
ITV World of Sport.
They picked up like a 10-part.
They've picked up 10 episodes. They're going to be taped in Norwich, which is fairly close to here. I'm hoping to go to some. It's interesting to see, one, because they've lost a load of guys. We don't know who's going to be a part of the show. Will Ospreay is to being a part of the show, which I think is cool. But they've lost Gibson, they've lost...
not Liverpool's number one.
He's WWE now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. They've lost Gibson, they've lost Viper, apparently. And a couple others, I think. But it's an interesting time for wrestling here now, because most guys are either signed with ITV or they're signed with WWE. And at this stage, in between the shows, or coming after the shows, they can't reveal which one they're signed to.
British.
So they're either signed to one for the tournament, which I think is pretty much completely new guys.
Yeah.
Or mainly new guys.
One thing I've noticed, especially over the last few years, that British wrestling is about to enter its modern day golden age. Like, not have we haven't seen British wrestling this like mediaized.
Yeah, well, it's hot.
We haven't seen British wrestling this hot and or any way you're looking at, like this popular, this looked at.
Yeah.
Since the era of Big Daddy and
since the original World of Sport, I think this new World of Sport is going to help a lot. But the product might not be that great. Judging by the show they've already done, the product might not be that great.
Even if it doesn't.
But it's going to be Saturday night on ITV.
Yeah, even if it doesn't help globally, it will at very least, hopefully, do well nationally.
Yeah, World of Sport is going to be on 10 episodes. Every Saturday night on ITV. We don't know when it's going to start. The tapings are next month, 10th to the 12th, which is the same time as the WWE UK tour.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And the free shows as well. But the thing with it is, Saturday night on ITV, people watch Saturday night on ITV no matter what's on, just because it's like a family thing.
I can't think of an American comparison because I don't know how that whole TV system works in America.
There isn't anything.
It's like cable and stuff like that, and it's like
there isn't anything. There isn't.
I guess you could look. I guess anything I could probably compare. It's like our equivalent to prime time television.
No, not quite. Fair. And that's not quite. Prime time is a time slot though.
No. Oh yeah.
Prime time's a time slot. This is like.
But it was still. I think for Saturday night TV, I think that's pretty much.
It's massive. It's massive.
Yeah, it's like it's not.
This is like
level TV.
Pick say the biggest channel in America.
Yeah,
say Fox. Say if Fox were gonna show.
Or HBO or something.
HBO is paid cable, so not that.
But in terms of size, in terms of company.
Yeah. Fox or NBC, if one of those channels was going to show wrestling in a very good time slot.
Is that in their channels very good time slot as well?
Yes.
So,
just think of that. I don't know how the time slot's about. Saturday night in America, I understand maybe isn't as great of a time slot as it is here. But yeah, it's like the best it's the best time slot on one of the biggest channels. The biggest channel other than BBC.
Yeah.
But
Saturday night. On the weekends is definitely the two best days.
Yeah. This is
Fridays not as much because people just go out on Fridays and watch TV.
It's the same.
Saturdays generally the big family watch TV and stuff like that traditionally.
Yeah.
So this is a very good
is
slot.
massive, especially for British guys getting that spotlight.
Which I will probably be watching.
I will definitely be watching. I'll be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be there. I'm hoping to be there for 2 of the shows, the 2 Saturday tapings.
Yeah.
We at the stage we still have no idea who's going to be on the shows. But yeah, so that's really all the information there is for that. Okay, so now it is time for the newest segment here on the show.
We're looking forward to this one.
Well, I teased this on Twitter. It's been teased on Twitter a bit.
Exactly.
This is the RTSF Hall of Fame.
Good.
So basically, some other shows do stuff like this. It's not a traditional Hall of Fame. We are not going to be inducting wrestlers.
Yes.
We're going to be inducting songs, basically anything else to do with wrestling except
the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So songs, promos,
so
maybe matches you could
so
get away with, but preferably not right now.
So you can
video packages, like anything to do with wrestling.
Yes.
And it's gonna be a bit of a jokey segment as well.
So would you like to say how you found that? How you came up with this idea?
Well, it's an idea that a lot that other shows do,
Yeah.
but I thought we were lacking a segment.
Yeah,
honestly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
we'll just do it in rounds every week. So
it's something we can really spotlight. We're going to be doing so basically every week. Me and Rob are both going to be inducting one thing into the show.
Yeah.
It's something we can spotlight more in weeks like this when there isn't as much news.
We want to try and do new stuff. So. Because we feel like we're just doing what everyone else is doing. We want to try and do stuff of our own. Even if other people are doing it, we want to try and do like less overpopulated stuff.
Yeah.
We'll obviously do our like Raw, SmackDown stuff like that wherever it comes along.
Yeah.
But we want to try and do stuff that makes ours our own thing. So like, as Stephen found out it's a really good thing, and
so basically we have not told each other what we're inducting.
Yeah.
So do you want to start or should I start?
Oh God, okay.
Do you want to start or should I start?
Because I've got something I really want to go into.
Okay, go for it.
Right, so my pick for this week, I mentioned it earlier.
Who is the inaugural inductee?
It is a promo.
Okay.
Way back in the good old days of 2003.
Oh.
In the North American, in the continent of North America, in the country of Canada, in the city of Toronto.
Is this the promo?
I mentioned it earlier.
You mentioned earlier about
Toronto. Yeah, that's where we live. We live in Toronto. Yeah, I love that promo. That has been my first inductee of this RTSF Hall of Fame. I love this promo. It is the best thing ever.
Okay.
Hollywood Rock.
Yeah,
rocks.
Hollywood Rock is great. When he came out to the slower music and.
God, I love that entrance. I couldn't think of all different things that I could induct, but I just kept. I just loved it. It's probably arguably my top 5.
It's great. It's a great promo.
Oh God!
I didn't see that coming. I know you like that promo. You talk about that promo often.
Oh God, I love this promo. So yeah,
so that's your inductee.
It is my first inductee of the. It's my inaugural pick of our RTSF Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Now, let's take it over.
My pick is a theme song.
Ooh, theme songs.
My pick, you might not get this to be honest, but it's like
okay.
It's a theme song from the world, or the country I should say, of Japan.
Ooh.
I'm sure people are starting to figure out where I'm going with this. It's a theme song now associated with New Japan.
Alright.
As I take a drink of water here. It's basically I'm gonna describe it first and then go into it. So it's a song which is fairly iconic with this wrestler.
Iconic.
Yes, not those two.
Oh.
It's a song which everyone knows. It's a traditional song. It's like an actual song as well.
Okay, it's an actual song.
It's a song that I think was
so therefore you have a theme song.
And it's like and like the singer is an actual famous singer in Japan who this specific wrestler wanted to sing his song. So the song starts off slow as the wrestler, and then it speeds up a bit. The wrestler makes his quick walk to the ring, gets into the ring, tees the crowd up, And at the right time, the crowd all join in
Oh.
as they need.
I love this theme. I love it. Oh my god! I was like, as soon as you said it started, everyone crowd goes like he's gonna say it. That's Suzuki. That's
Yes,
good.
Minoru Suzuki.
That's Suzuki good. This film was just Suzuki.
It's both.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Minoru Suzuki.
I remember when I watched the
To
Suzuki
me, it's the
theme.
best theme in wrestling.
Oh, damn it.
We're gonna go up to that theme right now in a minute. It's Kaze ni Nae by. Let me get the name right.
I remember watching that for the first time. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Stall for me.
Oh yeah. So
Kaze ni Nae.
There's a nice stable in New Japan. If you did not know, Japan's very big with factions. You have that. The previous Bullet Club was another one.
Everyone knows Bullet Club. Yes.
You've also got Los Ingoloblos.
Ingoloblos de Japan.
Yeah, Japan. So I think other good stables. We've got. I cannot remember, but yeah, it's like if you know what a stable is. For faction, it's basically a group of wrestlers put together and they have give each other like a big identity and like an alliance of wrestlers.
And it's very common in Japan.
Yeah.
Kaze ni Nae, sung by Ayumi Nakamura.
Is that good stuff for you?
Yes, you stole from it. By Ayumi Nakamura. Kaze ni Nae translates to become the wind.
Speaking of like translation things, Shinsuke Nakamura's
do you want me to translate his rap song?
Yeah.
I want to translate his rap song now. Okay, so...
What, who's Shinsuke or his theme?
Nakamura's rap song.
Oh my god, yeah. I can't remember the band that did this new theme, but it's like Sun.
Oh, I haven't seen the band. So,
it was on the YouTube bit, so I was like...
Okay,
so bye.
Right. So, we gotta get Have it.
Have we?
Yes. That covers everything. As we are filming this, the Greatest Royal Rumble is tomorrow evening our time, morning for you or whatever, wherever you're watching from. So,
as always, we'll try to get the video up as soon as possible, but you know, it's
live reaction videos.
Try to do some, yeah. I'll try.
You will. They will be up before this video if they do go up. So
exactly, I'll try to get some done. It's just
We will be back next week as per normal. We will be reviewing the Greatest Royal Rumble as well as some notes on Raw and SmackDown. Also, in addition to the Hall of Shame, I just ruined it there.
No.
In addition to the Hall of Fame.
We'll keep that as a surprise.
Oh no, gotta build it.
Oh, fine. Put it over. Go on, then. Go on.
WWE aren't going to bring out Ronda Rousey as a surprise, are they?
Oh,
wait. They did at the Royal Rumble.
Well, just put it over. Give it the rub.
In addition to the Hall of Fame, next week we will be bringing out the Hall of Shame.
Yes.
Where we induct bad wrestling things. So yes, you can find us on Twitter.
As always, Cycle Goes On, subscribe, like, follow us Twitter, yada yada yada. We'll put all that in the description or on the screen. Yeah. That's it for us this week. Stay tuned for future stuff. We'll try and make We'll try and make some extra content as well.
Hopefully they won't be this long in future.
Exactly.
It would be like an hour.
It probably has actually.
It's been about an hour.
So yeah, stay tuned for more.